Oh, hello. Are you standing in for McGonagall? Nope, this is boring. Bye. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Harry Potter Wizarding World 5-pack doll set from Mattel. And before we start, I'm Chaymie and I like to make toy videos here on my channel, so make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell if you would like to stay tuned for more toy video content. Okay, so here is the giant set, and if you're unaware of these dolls, they are by Mattel, launched in 2018, and throughout the years they have slowly released more characters and dolls into the line. I am a big Potterhead like many, so I wanted them since 2018 at launch, but you know me, my collecting budget is very limited, so I didn't want to commit into collecting a new line. But a few months ago, I saw this set on sale for a crazy price, like wait for it, $35. Like these dolls individually retails for $20, and I was like, $35 for an entire pack? And that was a chance that I could not pass up, so I got them. And yes, now I want the rest of them. More on that later, but now let's get right into the set. So I really love the box design, and one thing that's cool about all Wizarding World products is that they all seem to have this overarching consistent style of the Daily Prophet newspaper printings on their boxes, so that's really cool. And on the bottom, you even get pictures of the actors in their age-appropriate versions on which these dolls are based on. So I think that's really cool. They either dug out like archive photos from way back then, or they took new photos with body doubles and just photoshopped the actors' faces on top of them. And on top, you also get these banners / tapestry style of artwork with each character's names. And that little HP logo is so nostalgic for me because that has been designed since day one. I remember seeing it on like trading cards, chocolate frogs, video games, and all the merchandise when Philosopher's Stone first came out. And on the back, you get photos of all 5 dolls and a little character profile for each of them. I really like seeing stock image dolls on the back of dolls boxes. That's also very nostalgic for me. And now it's time to take them out of the box. Flipendo! So I like that they're all size appropriate, so McGonagall and Dumbledore are like Barbie and Ken-ish sizes, where their trio is like a little smaller version of Ever After High and Monster High. So the adults are on my regular doll stands, but the trio is on my extra Ever After High stands, but the waist clasp is the bigger one for boys. Here is also a quick comparison between a male and a female Ever After High doll, so they are definitely smaller than both of them. So I'm not sure about the boys in Harry Potter, but the girls in Harry Potter do recycle some body parts from Ever After High girls, especially the hands. Now let's get into the details, starting with the boy who lived, Harry Potter. So he features a nice unique face sculpt of Daniel Radcliffe as young Harry, as well as sculpted hair. His robes are made out of this kind of stiff material, so I wish it would have been something with more weight so that the robes can flow. But then again, these are playline, but hey, it does come with their hood, and the hood goes nicely over their heads. It also has a Gryffindor house crest sticker, and the length is also quite accurate, so I like that. Taking off the robes, we can get a better look at his quote-unquote sweater. The ties, the colored lines, and even the overall texture of the sweater is all printed, but I think it does a nice believable job. The collars are stitched onto the sweater, so it gives an illusion that a shirt is underneath. His glasses are removable, and his hair has designated holes over the ears for the handles to go through. And here is a better look at his face. The sculpt is really nice, but I think the paint job doesn't really sell that it's Daniel Radcliffe, but it's close enough. And here I wish they would have taken the opportunity to correct his eyes to green. For his articulation, he moves at the wrists, elbows, shoulders, hips, and knees, but no ankle joints. And this is just me testing to see how far his articulation can be pushed, which is not much, but nonetheless, I really do appreciate an articulated doll. I mean, it's so much better than nothing. And finally, here's a look at his wand. So these wands are based on the final designs that they later established throughout the movies, because in the earlier movies, their wand designs were never really specified. The wand comes with a holder, so you can either put it through the forefinger or through the thumb. Next up, we have my favorite character from Harry Potter, Ron Weasley. When I was younger, I think Hermione was my favorite because I wanted to be her, but when I got older, I think I really identified with Ron more. Like Harry, Ron also features a unique sculpt of young Rupert Grint, as well as sculpted hair, and I have to say, out of all of them, his face sculpt and the paint is the best. Like, I think it really captures Ron, down to his little smirk. I think it's just perfect. The sculpted hair also have lots of details with different strands and locks intertwining through. I think for his wand, it was based on Chamber of Secrets because it still has that little spello tape and it doesn't look like the wand that he later uses in the movies. Aside from those details, everything else, his outfit, his body, his shoes, his articulation, everything else follows Harry. And next up, we have my OG fave, Hermione Granger. She also has a unique face sculpted to look like a young Emma Watson, but because she is a girl, she got the benefit of having real rooted hair. Her hair is kind of gelled, especially the bangs, and it looks like it's based on the first two movies because it has that iconic crimped hair. And since she is a little bit shorter than the boys, her robes are also a bit smaller and shorter, as well as her sweater. Here is a closer look at her hand sculpt, so like everyone else, their right hands are in this clenched position so that they can hold their wands, and the other hand is where they recycle the hand sculpts from Ever After High. Then she has a nice pleated schoolgirl skirt, her knee-high socks, and I have to say the sock material is quite nice, they do feel like socks. And she is wearing a nicely sculpted Mary Jane shoes. For articulation, she is the same as the boys, and excuse me, but I just wanted to show that the thighs and the legs resembles the Ever After High dolls too. And I also just noticed that her hair is only crimped on the top layer and the rest is just normal hair, which makes the length quite awkward because the lower layers are longer than the top layer now. Finally, we have her wand. So her wand is based on the later design with all these vines and flowers twirling around. Next, we move on to the adults. So first up, we have Professor Albus Dumbledore, headmaster of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. And Professor Minerva McGonagall, deputy headmistress of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, aka the one who probably does all the job in the school while Dumbledore is off frolicking somewhere on a mission or trying on deathly rings. Here's Dumbledore. So Dumbledore, while still being a guy, because he has long hair, he also got the benefit of having actual rooted hair. That's why I keep my hair long, so if ever one day if I get turned into a doll, I will not get sculpted hair. He also comes with this little beanie. I'm not even sure if that's a beanie, but he got his sculpted cap, and it looks like a little cute turtle shell with the glittery stars on top. He also has a unique sculpt with likeness to the great late actor Richard Harris. Unfortunately, his beard did not pass the curse, so it's sculpted, but it still has a nice paint job with these silvery strands in them, which is quite accurate to how it was described in the books. Moving on to his outfit, so his outfit is all one piece stitched together while still giving that illusion of being multi-layered. The middle part is shimmery purple with this pattern going across from top to bottom, while the belt is stitched halfway, but the rest of the over robe is made with actual velvet-like material and it's quite soft, and everything attaches with Velcro on the back. And finally, you got his black boots. For these boots, I'm not really sure if they're new or just reused sculpts. Here is a closer look at his Elder Wand, so it's sculpted in the likeness that was established in the later movies. For the articulation, he has all the same joints and articulation points as the trio. Finally, we got McGonagall. So first up, her hat. So she has a pointy witch's hat that is sculpted actually very nicely. I love the crinkle details and the little bend on the top, and also that brooch and the feathers. and her bun gives it a perfect place for it to sit on her head without moving. She also features a unique sculpt with the likeness of the great actress Maggie Smith. I love her so much. I'm thinking of getting another so I can turn her into the Dowager from Downton Abbey. That would be really great. I really love it when Mattel does older people sculpts because it requires more details than like a younger full face. Her sculpt is then aided by face paint with a stern expression as well as some lines on her forehead. With the sculpted brooch on her neck, she is wearing a one-piece dress based on her iconic emerald green look with these patterns and long bell sleeves, and aside from the middle part, the rest is all very soft velvet-like material. I love that they took the effort to have a little twisted part in her hair as they pull her hair into a bun, and the bun is just a curly little tiny poofy ponytail, I suppose. It's not a real bun. Her wand is quite basic compared to the rest of them, and I think maybe that's how it was in the movie. I never really noticed what McGonagall's wand was. And finally, her boots. Her boots are really detailedly sculpted. Detailedly? Is that a word? But I just love how detailed they are with the laces and everything. And lastly, her articulation, same as everyone. Overall, my thoughts on these dolls? Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. It's so nice to have a doll line of the Harry Potter finally, and I know that Mattel did dolls like sparsely here and there back then as the movies were coming out, but not in a full line scale like that, so this is very cool, and it's so nice for collectors and both kids alike, because kids who are just coming of age, who are just reading the books now, who are just starting to watch the movies, can still enjoy and experience these toy products, and more kids are reading the books and watching the movies, so I'm glad that there are merchandise and toys out there for them to experience as they experience the world of Harry Potter, like we did when we were young. I swore I would never let these see the light of day, but here is a 14-year-old me living my Harry Potter fantasy in a room full of Harry Potter posters in my grandmother's graduation robes. That's how special Harry Potter was for me, so I hope the new generation of kids can also use these toys to let their creativity and imagination fly. Even with their original $20 price point, these are very nicely made for playline. I definitely see them as collectibles, they're really cool. So if you are still not collecting them yet, I suggest that you do, just in case that they start to become rare or get pricier, or in the case that Mattel discontinues the line, because I'm looking at the line and they're pushing out dolls very, very slowly, especially now. I think the newest doll currently is Bellatrix, and I don't even think she's like widely available yet in stores, and she's available mostly online. Even Ginny is like already a little bit pricier now. I see her going for like 40-ish on eBay, and she's not available in stock on retail on Amazon and major retailers like that. So those are some of the things that you should look out for. However, for the original 5, these 5 dolls in this video, including this set as well as individual ones, don't overpay for any of them, because I think they overproduce these 5 core characters, and they're widely available. Like this set used to retail over $100, and I can now find it for like $35, and I see it all the time on sale websites or on eBay that they're like always below their retail price points. So if you want to collect them, I say go for the 5-pack because it's easier. You can spend at most $50 and you get these 5 dolls already. I'm definitely interested in collecting the rest of the line. I've already done research and made an Excel sheet of all the available dolls right now, and I think they're over 22 I think as of now. So you can also screenshot this list if you're interested in collecting them as well. But anyways, that was it for my review on the Harry Potter Wizarding World 5-pack doll set, so I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you collecting them? Have you collected all of them? Or are you just starting out now? I am aware of the drama and the politics that surrounds this franchise, and as a member of the LGBTQ+ community myself, I know where my support lies. My channel is a safe space for everyone and will always be. But in the comments, please keep it civil and focus on these dolls and characters as products only. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. You can also check me out on Instagram at Chaymie Creates for more toy photography. If you enjoyed this video, you can please like, thumbs up, and subscribe. It'll really help out my channel. Thanks again, and I'll see you all soon in my next video. Bye!